A nurse by profession, she started photography to ease the stress during the COVID times. Though started off as a passion, today she is a very passionate nature and wildlife photographer. She gives the credit of mentoring and training her in the field of photography to her husband. Biby Cherian from Pathanamthitta, Kerala is our guest for the day. Let's hear about her journey as a nature and wildlife photographer. Welcome, Biby, to Only Green.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't know why did you choose me actually. Anyhow, I am honored to be here in this show. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, we understand that a lot of people have moved into a profession that, or a passion which is not their profession during the COVID time, during the COVID breakdown and all. Can you give a brief on how you got into this photography per se and especially into the nature and wildlife photography?
Basically, I'm a nature lover actually. During COVID time, it was too stressful. There is no need to explain to anyone regarding that. Being a nurse, it was double of the original stress, I could say. So I found it too difficult to manage work and home and all the stuff together. So in the beginning, when we came to know that our clinic would be a COVID clinic, which would be the first clinic in Dubai, so it was quite, we didn't know what to say that word. It was like, tomorrow whether to go for a job. We came to that confusion, like a denial. No, we don't want to work. Then it was in the beginning, it was quite tough actually. Then somehow we gained that strength to face because we knew that we are the only people to go for it. Nobody else can do it actually. So we took that strength and we went to it. And the thing was in the beginning, we had to be separate from the family because it would be dangerous for the family, but we couldn't resist much time being away from them. Okay, then I came back home. At home, it was more tougher than when I was in the hotel because in the hotel, I need to take care of only my things. But when I came home, it was like, I got confusion what to do, whether to hug the kids, not to hug, touch somewhere, not to touch, whether to cough, everything was like, in a boundary. Which was more stressful, and we couldn't go out anywhere. So obviously, stress was in you only. Then I thought of simply diverting myself by studying something. So then I asked my husband. He's basically a passionate photographer actually, but he has all the stuff with him, and he learned everything by himself, and obviously from his friends also. So at the for the time being, he is not much into photography. I think he lost his interest, but almost all the things are available in his office. So I thought of why not to take that and simply try because I love frames. So whenever I see sunrise, sunset, some good frames, I always catch it with my mobile. So I thought why not go into that, and then he started teaching me like basic things, but not on a daily basis. You will get the class from your husband, no? So I thought of I'll enroll into some certification courses of photography. So I took a 3 months online course, which was helpful. You cannot learn full photography through an online course, of course, but I came familiar with the terms. When my husband explains to me, I'll understand better. I came to that stage. Then slowly we went for some outings with my camera. Not my camera, my husband's camera. Then he taught me, like, from the basics. So it was not easy actually because all the terms used, parts, it's not useful to a female actually. You don't go to much terminologies of such. If you tell about some curry and a dress or ornaments, you will understand that. It was tough for me in the beginning, but then I had that determination to learn somehow, so I could go to I could learn it. Then I got few friends. Then we used to go for long trips here. I don't know if you know maybe about Kudra, which is an artificially made pond, like a forest it is. Okay, so we go there weekends and then we try to learn how to shoot. And then I got so many friends and photographers who all are nature lovers again, and then they all helped me a lot to learn. If I say a name, a lot names will be there. I learned. So from all of them I learned, and then now I think I can take some good pictures. Not that good, but some good pictures. So this is
Okay.
how I came into photography, and I really enjoy it. So good.
Okay. You still continue to be a nurse and
Yeah.
use your spare time for photography.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you
Uh,
get only weekends to go. Weekdays fully you will be working, and then weekends you get 2 days. So one day I'll dedicate. Somehow I'll get up early morning and I'll go, because it is some sort of happiness, definitely.
okay. Now, I mean, we understand that it started off as an interest to deviate your stress of COVID. I mean, later it turned out to be a passion and graduating to documenting the birds. What could be a message that you're trying to convey through these photographs? I mean, because it all starts as a passion, but later it gets into a stage where you're trying to convey something. If there is something like that, what is that?
Okay. Actually, each photographer has his own style, and maybe his message from that photo is totally different than mine. For me, a photo, when someone sees it, it should give them happiness. They should understand better from the photo itself. No need to explain much. It should not be a complicated one. It should be simple. At the same time, it should be understood and enjoyable as well. So I like to take simple pictures rather than a complicated ones. I don't know much about the complicated ones. It gives some sort of happiness for all. Everybody enjoys pictures, and everybody enjoys nature, and everybody enjoys, I think, this birds and all. So everybody will be happy when they see a good picture, actually. So, that.
Okay. And this very short span of 2 to 3 years in photography, you might have had some great, memorable, cherished moments that you cherish. Can you throw some light on these trips and moments in your trip last 2 3 years?
Okay, I should give you some correction. 2 to 3 complete years I didn't get. Maybe I can say 1.5 year I'm into photography. But the highlight here is I got a chance to go to Kenya, Masai Mara. And that also, it was tough to decide and go, but I thought I should go. Otherwise, that interest will be lost. If you are going forward only, you will continue it, actually. So we got a chance to go to Kenya, and it was with the Wild Tales group from Dubai. And I'm into two groups actually in Dubai. One is Nature Photo Walk, which is by Mr. Hermes Haridas, and one is Wild Tales, which is by Mr. Khaldun and Rahul Bansal. Both of them are good friends of mine. Actually, I got a chance to go to Kenya, Masai Mara, which is like a forest. It's not like a forest; it is a forest, and it is my first time to go to a forest. It was really scary in the beginning to decide actually to go. In the beginning, I was no, I thought I'll go alone, but then when I saw some pictures about the place, I decided to take my husband also. So then it was really a change for me. Okay, because it is totally different when you go to a forest and take a photography. Birds are totally different when you sit in one place and take. There, when you went, you had to take the photos in the jeep itself. You don't have a comfortable position or something, and the animals would be more faster than the birds. And there will be so much of distractions like grass or trees and other animals. So you won't get that easy. It won't be that easy for you to take a picture. So it was again another learning experience for me. It was so good, because the nature was so amazing in Kenya. The clouds, the trees, the forest, the animals, the way they live in the forest, and the way they hunt, and the way they mingle each other, the cubs, how they take care of their babies. It was all a totally new experience for me, and I really benefited from that trip actually. And I could say I improved also in my photography, because many photographers would be with you, and each of them were, daily you will go with one person, different person. So everybody shared their experience, and they taught me different things. So it was a really good experience for me, and I could get good pictures.
Okay. It's like asking a mother, which kid do you prefer out of your kids? I mean, even then, if I ask you, what will be your favorite photographs that you've taken? I mean, there is a story behind every photograph. If I ask you your favorite photograph, maybe one or two, can you give us a brief?
Actually, I love sun basically, I don't know, from my childhood. So I love all my golden hour photographs. I mean, the sun coming, rising, sun coming and giving that golden color to the whole nature. And that time, when you get a subject in that, it is a total different feeling actually when you see that picture, because the subject is not only your bird, the total nature will be your subject that time, so many elements will be there. So love all my golden hour pictures actually, and I like to take more of the golden hour pictures.
Okay. See, I mean, in India or maybe even outside, this passion or this photography, wildlife photography, nature photography cannot be taken as a profession, but because it doesn't, very few people can make a living out of it. And if there is an advice that you want to give to the young nature enthusiasts, nature photography enthusiasts, what will be that?
I would say whenever you get a chance, go for it, because people, all of them, they think let the right day come, let the right time come. For me, I would say there is no right day and right time. The moment you think that you want to do something or you like something, just go for it. That moment when you thought is the right time and the right day, so just go for it. Even if it is photography or whatever, especially when you grow older, you need to get a diversion, because you are going in a fast world and you are leading a mechanical life actually. So anybody who doesn't have a hobby, please start a hobby from now and just go for it. You will see how life changes and how happy you will be than before.
But then, it doesn't give you any financial benefits. If you look at it, it is not a profession per se. So I mean, you cannot get into it full time. Only if you have a job, a comfortable job, you can get into it. I mean, what is the other way, other side of it?
Uh, I don't know how to tell about that. Everybody has a job, but when you go into photography, maybe if you are a wonderful photographer, like you learned so many techniques and skills, and you are into it, yeah, or you became a master in that, means then people will be behind you for your photos, and you may be called for many lectures or workshops, or you can give training for others. This can be made into a profession as well, so it is like a second profession for you once you're a master on it. So it's all up to in an individual whether they want to make money. They can go for a master degree of that, and you have to be a master in the thing which you are going to teach others. So it is up to them actually. For me, it is just like a passion now. It is a time pass, and I enjoy the simple things, which I do with the photography. So I'm okay with it now because I have a profession. Maybe when I am not in my profession, I may go for further studies in photography or get more skills, and then I'll try to teach or train. Maybe that is a time when I get into a trouble. Maybe I'll think about that. So far, I am taking it as a passion only.
Thanks, Bibi. I mean, it was great talking to you for the last few minutes. Wishing you all the very best and let your passion uh, take you to further heights in the photography field. And may God bless. Thanks a lot.